Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Big Mark coming at your face with the real, coming at you in your face, trying to keep it pumping and jumping. Yo, check this out. I just break the little monotony this morning. I want to encourage somebody this morning. You know, my worship, I have a personal relationship with God, and my personal worship starts about 2, 3, 4 a.m. Anywhere in there, I'm up. I'm up in that book. I'm up. Sometimes just meditating. I'm up praying. I'm up soul searching. I'm up studying. Whatever it consists of that morning. Whatever I'm impressed to do. That's what I do. But that's how I do it. And my worship this morning, I was just drawn to the crucifixion of Christ. I was drawn to, and I just started listening to it in Luke. Alexander Scorby, I like him. He reads with no music, no dramatization. Alexander Scorby, he reads the Bible to me, so I listen. As I listened to the crucifixion of Christ, I had got to the part where Peter had denied him 3 times before the crow crocked, and then when that cock crowed, Peter really realized that Christ told him the truth. He said, "Before the cock crowed, twice you will deny me thrice, 3 times," something like that. And so it happened. And just as he denied him for the last time, the word said Christ turned and looked at him right after he denied him. And Peter caught eyes with him, and he ran out, and he said, the Bible says he wept bitterly. Whoo! That's a rough weeping. That's rough crying when you weep bitterly. And after the crucifixion, they all hooked back up. All Christ's homies, they left him hanging. Now listen, this isn't by faith. This didn't happen by faith. For them, this was by fact. They walked with Christ for 3 years. They talked with Christ for 3 years. They watched him heal. They watched him cast out demons. They watched him teach in the synagogue daily. Then Christ empowered them, and they began to cast out demons, and they began to heal the sick, and they began to do the work. They was with him 3 years. They knew him personally. They was his homie, and they walked out on him. They rejected Christ to his face. I mean, how worse can you do? How worse can you get? I mean, we just know Christ through faith. We just know him through faith, and that's the point I'm trying to drive to. Some of these cults, they call religion, they trying to put you in hell for eating pork. They trying to put you in hell for the way you dress. They trying to put you in hell. Some of them will put you in hell for not going to church. You ain't going to church, you going to hell. They'll put you in hell for everything but rejecting Christ. And they'll put you in hell for less than what the disciples did. Remember this, my friend. Don't let these religious leaders who are preachers of righteousness set up by Satan himself put the high standards on you and make you think you have to live a certain way because they really want your tithe. They don't want your souls, because very few ministers will preach to you and say, God is more important about your soul than your money. That matter of fact, they'll tell you, if you don't give your money, you're going to hell. There are people in history who have rejected Christ to his face, and he forgave them. He forgave his homies and brought them back in, and he began to minister with them and re-empowered them and let them continue the work. But yet we got these so-called churches putting people out for less, making people feel guilty for less. But what I saw this morning was his mercy all over that story this morning. And if his mercy was like that for those who knew him and those who walked with him every day, those who talked with him every day, those who ate with him every day, they slept with him every day, if his mercy is there for them, how much more is his mercy there for us who didn't walk with him, who didn't talk with him? We didn't see him. Thomas only believed because he saw. Thomas said, I don't believe y'all saw Jesus after he rose. I don't believe y'all saw Christ. I don't believe you saw the Messiah unless I see him. Unless I put my hand in that womb, I'm not going to believe it. The word says that Christ appeared to them in the room. And he said, Thomas, come touch. Come touch. Come touch. He said, and then when Thomas saw, he said, Thomas, you believe because you saw me, but blessed are they that didn't see this, but believe it. See, God gave us a blessing way back then. He was talking about me. He was talking about you. He was talking about the children of faith. That's who we are. We're children of faith. And he said, blessed are them way down in 2022 that hear this story. They ain't touched nothing, Thomas. They ain't seen nothing, Thomas, but they believe. There's a blessing that comes with believing in the Messiah story. So I just want to grant a blessing. That blessing, I claim it this morning that Christ talked about. And I ask that you claim that blessing. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Don't let man-made rules and standards for ulterior motives make you think you're missing out on glory. It's a lot of mercy. It's a lot of grace because we ain't seen it. We're here just to believe it. That's it. Don't let them inject you into the story. Tell them that's you and me. Nah, that was them. I believe it's a true story. And this is where my faith lies. But I'm feeling encouraged this morning because I know if he could forgive Peter, and Peter saw him in his face, he even cussed him out. If he could forgive Peter, if he could forgive Saul for murdering so-called Christians, he can forgive us who have not seen. So don't be so hard on yourself. Accept Christ's mercy. Accept his love. Because some of y'all waking up this morning wanting to take over the world, but you feel like crap. You feel inadequate. You feel like you're not going to make it. A lot of you. Hey, bro, there's enough mercy and grace. The mercies are renewed every day. You can make it, man. You can make it. Should I've been through hell in my life. I have many counselors tell me most people that been through what you've been through, Mark, they don't make it. They don't make it. Sexual, physical, mental abuse, not by strangers, by the people that's supposed to love you, nurture you, take care of you, to build you up. The only people in the world that you trust are the ones destroying you, and you got to grow up to be a man amidst the tyranny and the tragedy of it all. Look, you can do it. You can do it. There's mercy and grace for us. There's mercy and grace. I'm praying for you guys. Hold on today. Hold on. I got partners that every day is a test just to live. Every day is a mission just to live. Every day they got to coach themselves. I got to hang in here every day. And they got to take it a day at a time. It's to you who I'm talking to. Hold on. These false expectations that have been put up by these false religions, God is not holding you to their standards. See, the way to hell is broad and wide, and many go thereby. The short and narrow, the straight and narrow, very few on that road. It may be very lonely on the straight and narrow, but guess what? At least you know where you're going. Hey, and remember, falling is a lot like flying to hit the ground, so keep your head up. Peace.